On a balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains, the show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jordan Lyles will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, number 3, Carl Crawford.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one.
First pitch, 640.
Lyles gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Yasiel Puig will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, all good things must come to an end. And that winning streak finally ended last time out. But I don't think that'll slow this bunch down at all. And the way they're playing, they might just pick up right where they left off.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Well hit out to straightaway center. Blackman going back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Here comes Crawford around third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Corey Seager will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And I don't think this really should be a surprise to anybody. We all know what kind of skill he possesses with a bat in his hand.
From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. A runner in scoring position with none out. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Here's Adrian now. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez. Gone! A 2-run shot here for Adrian Gonzalez. Number 11 for him on the season, as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Andre Ethier will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
4 runs here in this half inning. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And here in the first, this crowd's got to be saying, what is going on here? Can we at least get an out, please?
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's proven that he's one of the best clutch hitters in the game. He's compiled over 1,000 RBIs in his career. An impressive feat, and he's still going.
Justin Turner steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hard hit at third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now that we have a chance, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, DJ LeMahieu, he grew up as a shortstop, but he's turned himself into one of the best defensive second basemen in the game. If you need proof, just watch the constant highlight reel plays and rock-solid fundamentals. He's got a Gold Glove from 2014, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine, what a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Struck him out, but the damage was done as the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Dodgers lead it 4-0. Clayton Kershaw gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's really been able to dominate them.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
A little bit outside. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Boy, when you watch this guy, he has had a great approach for these last couple series, and now he's got 9 straight games with a base hit.
Charlie Blackmon will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This is hit softly to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that's 2 batters and 2 hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
Nolan Arenado will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Well, when you look at him right now, he's right in the prime of his career, and clearly that's resulting in big things for him.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Carlos Gonzalez will get his first opportunity here. Currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's had just an excellent season so far, and maybe he can go on a little home run binge here and get him into that #1 spot in home runs.
He's set. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-2 game.
And things have not come as easily for him as they did the last time he took the mound. He's already given up more runs in this first inning than he did in his entire last start.
Ben Paulson will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
None out, runners at first and second. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. Now, he's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. And he's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Puig back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. With a moment now, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
First delivery to him on the way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Howie Kendrick will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Into the box, Clayton Kershaw. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Lyles is ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This is how you go about keeping your club in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now, after scoring in that last half inning, you can start to sense that the momentum is starting to shift a bit.
Carl Crawford stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Tom Murphy will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he hasn't looked good over the course of the season, but he is hitting over 450 in his last 10 games.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Here it comes, 2-0. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ethier on the run, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Jordan Lyles comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
This second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will be taken in by Adrian for the first out.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, he smoked the fastball, so we'll see how they approach him in this at-bat.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he's back in standing. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The key here as a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
set, and the 1-1 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Gloved by Kendrick. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. LA's on top, 4-2. Yasiel Puig will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Geyer. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Settling in now, Corey Seager. He reached on a single in his first try. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Another good job of getting ahead here. He just seems so locked in right now.
Lyle steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Geyer racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's Adrian now. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Now you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2. Hard hit to first. Paulson is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 16, Andre Ethier.
Now at the plate, Andre Ethier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
And there's a swing and a miss by Ethier. He falls behind 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Ready on 1-2. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Justin Turner stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one. Time to play pitching, coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
The 0-1 pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
The 1-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
It seems like very little has gone his way this entire start, and this is going to add to his misery as that will be scored a wild pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 6-2.
Things are not going any better for him this inning either. That's 6 runs he's given up so far, and I don't think I've seen anything that tells me he's about to turn things around.
Yasmani Grandal steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Dodgers out in front, 6-2. Leading off the inning, Nolan Arenado. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. So with one gone, there's a look at the Rockies' upcoming schedule here on the show for the next 7 days. Make plans to be with us. Carlos Gonzalez stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play, and they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Ben Paulson gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike three in his first plate appearance.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
This is line to left. Crawford is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Howie Kendrick is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Lyles looks in. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Nope,
that misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 22, pitcher Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around first, digging for 2 now. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's Carl Crawford now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-2 ball game. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Yasiel Puig is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Dodgers lead it 7-2. Leading off the inning, Brandon Guyer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Brandon Guyer.
First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Shot to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Jose Reyes stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Well, he hit it hard. He just kind of got unlucky with the placement. So you can't ask for much more. You just got to try to go up there and barrel it up again.
Into the seats, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Crawford has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, catcher, Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back.
Simple throw over there.
He's set and the pitch. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
That's wide, 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
And it's just the fourth inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Andres Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Andres Blanco.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Line to left. Crawford will give it a look, but this drops in for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, second
DJ LeMahieu will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first two at-bats. In there for strike one, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This is in the air out to right field. Puig has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Rockies forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. LA's on top, 7-3. David Hale is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Corey Seager will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. Oh, no, he dropped it.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all.
And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, you know, I don't even know if I want to touch this one. I have a feeling that when these guys get back to the dugout, we're going to be able to hear what their manager is saying from up here.
Adrian Gonzalez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he'll step off and try again. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. On deck, the left-handed hitting Andre Ethier. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Center fielder number 16,
Andre Ethier steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Fastball called for strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hard liner toward short, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Justin Turner steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Here's the first pitch to him, and there he goes towards second. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Snap throw from the catcher. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just 1 finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Geyer going back on it, still going back, and it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, just another typical Coors Field game. Balls are flying out of here left and right. That's their 3rd home run already, and something tells me it may not be their last.
Second baseman number 47, Howie Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Grounded to short. And, oh, it ties up Reyes. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
In now, Clayton Kershaw, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
3 runs already home here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Grounded slowly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Rockies 3. Charlie Blackmon will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Lined into left field, and that's a base hit. And Crawford will need to play the carom off the wall here. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, when you're down by a few runs, base runners are what you need. And so far here in the inning, base runners are what they've gotten. That's a single followed by a double here, and this game might be about to get a whole lot closer real quick.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Kershaw comes set. Here he comes 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Into the box now, Ben Paulson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, Brandon Geyer, as the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Puig is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Carl Crawford will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Stepping in, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. One and one.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. On at first is a stolen base threat in Crawford. Nobody out. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. On the ground up the middle, reined in. Step on the bag for one.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Corey Seager will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. To short. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that misses for ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out here and a runner at second. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Andre Ethier steps in. He scored after reaching on a single this last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He pulls this one into right. Gonzalez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Dodgers strand a couple. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Jose Reyes will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Hit to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Tom Murphy will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Kershaw into the windup. First pitch on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And that's what Kershaw can do to you. He's not as hard a thrower as a lot of people think, but the way he keeps you off balance is top-notch.
And the fact that his arm angle is the same every time, he repeats his release point better than anyone in baseball.
On the ground to third. A throw pulls Gonzalez off the base, and I think that's going to be a throwing error.
Well, you've got a big lead out there, so this probably won't be a huge error in the long run, but you've got to be able to finish this game out strong. I mean, here he probably just lets his focus wander for a second, and next thing you know, he's throwing the ball away.
Stepping in now, David Hale. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up. Flip of his glove for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Justin Turner is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Justin Turner.
Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And a step off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's gonna have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Just a touch outside. 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate. The count holds at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tapper up the line. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Curveball looked at here for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike two. Ready on 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
One gone now in the LA 7th, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball two.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The throw into second. And he is in there.
The batter, number 20.
Boy, those are some very quick hands right there. You can see he's out in front of this thing on the inside part of the plate, and that ball is just driven down the line for 2 bases.
Clayton Kershaw will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I want to have a word or two myself.
Here's Carl Crawford now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. DJ LeMahieu steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Kershaw gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Hit in the air out to left field. Crawford is after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Nolan Arenado will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Grounded to short. Seager scoops it up. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Down go the Rockies on a mere 4 pitches. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Yasiel Puig comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Jason Mott will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Mott.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Here he comes on 2-0. Hit to third. Arenado has it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Corey Seager is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. He waits. Now the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Blackman racing back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Around third is Puig, headed for the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, unfortunately, this is probably going to be his last at bat. This triple will give him 3 legs of the cycle, so unless his guys really go to work, he won't have a chance to finish it off. But either way, he's had a tremendous ball game. This is the capper right here.
Here's Adrian now. Now a ball lined to the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Oh, and a great swing right there. That's his 3rd RBI of the night, and he continues to swing the bat well.
Stepping into the box, Andre Ethier, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
In now, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's the pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now. 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Hit on the ground is short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, it's pretty effective right there. Not only do you drive in a run on the ground ball, but you also move that other guy over to third base.
Yasmani Grandal steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame, and another great opportunity to add to the total right here.
Drilled down the line. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A man on third with 2 down. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Tap foul at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit hard on the ground to the right. LeMahieu gets to it from deep in the hole. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 13-3.
Leading off for the Rockies,
Carlos Gonzalez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. On his way to pitch number 75. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Any surprise that this man here is back out there for an 8th inning of work?
Yeah, a little bit to me. I mean, you have the big lead. He's done his job. I thank the guy, pat him on the back and say, hey, you did a great job out there. Now go hit the showers.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Hit well on the ground to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. I think Mr. Karros over here is itching to grab a bat and get on down there. As you take a look at the line score, these 2 teams have combined for 27 hits in the ball game, and we ain't even done yet. Ben Paulson will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Kershaw looks in. Here's the 1-0. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Brandon Geyer will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
Swing and a line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
The shortstop, number 7,
And this is about the time of the ball game where pitch counts start to become more of a factor. You see it there. The last pitch was number 80 in the ball game, and I think he's starting to show a few signs of tiring. No doubt about it.
Jose Reyes stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Tom Murphy steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Puig, still ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. Dodgers out in front, 13-4. A look there at the Daniels and Fisher Tower here in the Mile High City as we welcome you back to what remains of this one from Coors Field. Kike Hernandez will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Carl Crawford.
Striding in, Carl Crawford. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, that was a pretty deflating at bat, not only for him, but also his team. You just never want to go down watching with a runner in scoring position.
Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this has been a good start to an inning, but it's coming far too late to have any hope of salvaging things. And you can bet that guy there will have a word or two to say to his staff after this one's done.
Yasiel Puig digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
That tails back over, strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Yimi Garcia will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Yimi Garcia.
Gregor Blanco will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Drilled to the right side. Kendrick has it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The pitch. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Runners on first with 1 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
High and deep to right center field. Ranging back is Ethier. Gone! So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
And we'll see this a lot with teams down by a bunch of runs. The guy on the mound doesn't want to walk you, so he's going to throw you a lot of strikes. And he capitalizes on one here.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Puig on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. 29 home runs for him on the year, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Number 10.
Ben Paulson will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, the toughest out in any ball game is always the very last one. These guys are still breathing, but it's going to take a few more of these to get back into contention.
Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Geyer. He singled his last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. You can't let the emotion enter the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, it's always a plus to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. So it's a good job here to finish this one off and claim the victory in the opener.
handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 13-7. Good night from Denver.